At Christmas dinner, my sister grabbed the plate from me and sneered, "You're not worthy to eat." Can you imagine spending your entire life being the family punching bag, only to discover the people who were supposed to protect you were the ones holding the gloves? Because for me, Noah, that's exactly what Christmas dinner turned into: a brutal, public humiliation that finally cracked me wide open, forcing me to confront a betrayal so deep, it changed everything. You know how some families look perfect on the outside, all smiles and matching holiday sweaters? Mine was like that, a picture-perfect facade hiding years of unspoken bitterness, petty rivalries, and grudges that hummed just beneath the surface. And right at the rotten core of it all was my sister, Rachel. She's 2 years younger than me, and if you asked anyone outside our house, they'd tell you she's an absolute charm. Her colleagues adore her friends think she's hilarious, and her social media is a curated masterpiece of how close-knit we all are. But the truth? Rachel thrived on tearing me down. It started when we were kids. If I got a good grade, she'd snidely remark it was just because the teacher liked me. If I landed a job, she'd insist I lucked out. And if I ever dared to defend myself, my parents would shut me down with the same old line, "Let it go, Noah." That's just how she is. I really thought things would get better when we grew up. I married Emma, the love of my life, and built a steady career. Rachel's little digs never stopped, but I'd learned to mostly tune them out. Still, family dinners always carried this thick, suffocating tension. Rachel loved being the star, and if anyone else dared to draw attention, she'd find a way to cut them down. My parents always enabled it, brushing her cruel words aside as jokes, but those words left scars, deep ones. This past Christmas, though, something shifted. Emma, Aaron, and I had flown back from out of state to join everyone. Walking into my childhood home always hits me with a mix of nostalgia and dread. The smell of cinnamon rolls baking was the first thing, then the sound of laughter from the living room. Rachel was already there, of course, perched on the couch like she owned the place, spinning some story that had everyone roaring. The moment she saw me, her eyes flicked to Emma, then to Aaron, then back to me, and that familiar smirk appeared. The one that always screamed, "I'm going to find a way to make you small." Dinner started like always. My mom fussing over the turkey, my dad pouring drinks, the table groaning under the weight of food. For a brief moment, I actually let myself believe maybe this year would be different. We all sat down, plates passed, chatter filling the air. I reached for the mashed potatoes, and that's when it happened. Rachel's hand shot out, snatching the plate from me. "You don't deserve to eat first in this family," she said, loud enough for everyone to hear. Her tone was mocking, but her eyes glittered with something much sharper. The room fell silent for a beat. Then laughter. My parents chuckled. My cousin snickered. Even an uncle shook his head like it was the funniest thing in the world. My face burned. For a second, I thought I'd imagined it. Maybe I was being too sensitive, just like they always said. But no. She wanted everyone to laugh at me. And they did. I forced a smile, leaned back in my chair. But inside, it felt like something cracked. I was used to Rachel's jabs, but this wasn't just a dig. This was humiliation, served up on a silver platter on a holiday, right in front of everyone I'd ever cared about. And worse? No one stepped in. No one, and then, the part that shocked everyone, watch full story.